OI and OY, OW and OU, AU and AW. What sounds do they make? Let's break it down. My name is Serhi, and on this channel, I help people learn English easily. In previous videos, we discussed short and long vowel sounds, represented by vowel letters in writing. In this video, we will explore more complicated digraphs. So today, let's talk about such pairs of digraphs as OI and OY, OW and OU, AU and AW. To begin, I want to remind you what a digraph is. So a digraph is a combination of multiple vowels, sometimes including vowels with consonants. Let's start by saying that pronunciation of most of these digraphs is quite tricky. For example, while OI and OY simply sound like OI, OU can sound entirely different. Although we previously discussed that this digraph sounds like U, it can also sound like OW or O. And the same applies to AU. So let's start with a simple pair, OI and OY, which exclusively sound like OI. And let's break down examples like oil and boy. Oil, OI, 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 oil. Point, OI, 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 point. Boy, OY, OY, OI, 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 boy. Oyster, OY, OY, OI, 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 oyster. Diphthongs AU and AW mostly sound like long sound O in words like author, Australia, law, and straw. So, author. AU, AU, author. Straw. AW, AW, straw. It starts getting confusing when and where to write AW or AU in the word. Here's the trick. If the O sound is at the beginning or in the middle of the word, we use AU. For example, the word autumn has O sound in the beginning, so here we use AU. If the O sound is at the end of the word, we use AW. For example, the word saw has sound O in the end of the word, so here we use AW. However, there are exceptions when after the O sound at the end of the word there is one letter like L, N, or K. In such cases, we use AW. In English, digraphs like OW and OU can be pronounced differently depending on the word. They can sound like ow, as in the word cow, or o, as in the word crow. So, how do we distinguish one from the other? In many words, especially those with French origins or influenced by the French language, OW and OU may sound like ow in words like cow and loud. In some words, particularly in British English and words of English origin, OU and OW may sound like O in thou or crow. OW as ow in the word cow. OW, 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 cow. OW as O in the word crow. OW, OW, O, 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 crow. OU as ow in the word house. OU, OU, ow, 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 house. OU as O in the word though. OU, OU, O, 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 though. But be careful, sometimes OU can sound like short O, as in the word for, or like ah in the word country. Now let's practice what we've learned today. There will be words appearing on the screen with a timer. You'll have 5 seconds to try to read the word by yourself. And after, we'll read it together. And please don't worry if there will be some sounds or letter combinations that you don't know how to pronounce. In this video, please pay attention to the diphthongs that we've learned today. So here we go. now. OW sounds ow, now. Toy. OW sounds oi, toy. Cause. AU sounds aw, cause. Saw. AW sounds aw, saw. Foil. OI sounds oi, foil. Pause. AU sounds aw, pause. Draw. AW sounds aw, draw. Guys, please practice diphthongs that we've learned today at home, and remember, consistency beats talent, which means that regular practice, even if it feels slow and challenging, ultimately leads to greater proficiency and success in learning English. See you soon and wish you luck!